Hello and welcome to LilyLuLou on a very grey, wet, cold, horrible November day. I hope you're all doing well. If you haven't been here before, my name is Karen, welcome. And if you are a returning visitor, thank you for coming back again today. I want to carry on working in my Christmas journals. Again, I've had a really busy couple of weeks and I've hardly been up in my craft room. I have come up and sort of folded my pages and got them arranged roughly how I want them. I need to make some sort of pocket in here. When I was making these covers, I had forgotten that what I intended to do was to have an extra bit on here at the side which would have flipped over and been stitched here to have a pocket on the inside here at the back and the front. And when I was making the covers, I completely forgot to do that before I stitched everything together. So I need to make an alternative, some sort of pocket to go on the inside of each cover, on the front cover and the back cover. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that now, because if I stitch them it will show, although this red thread really doesn't show an awful lot, so I might be able to get away with that. So that's one thing I think I need to do. And then if you remember, all these papers are papers I already had printed out from my old printer, and some of them have printed out really wacky, and some of them are a bit wonky. So these ones that printed out, it's not even like that they haven't printed borderless, they're completely the wrong side because there's no border at the top, it's just these edges. And I thought I might attach things to these edges to make flips, so like maybe an envelope or something. So I've got that in mind. My desk is cluttered with loads of rubbish. I don't know how long I've got, I don't know what I want to do, but I do know I need a slurp of tea. I was watching Carol Laws the other day and she made these really cool pocket flippy things. So this is a sheet of A4 paper and it's been folded. I haven't stuck anything down because I wanted to remember how she did it, but this piece would be stuck down, so that would be a pocket. Then this would open, so you could either have journaling space in there or more pockets or something. And then the back would be stuck down, so that there would be a pocket at the back. So you'd have a pocket at the back, a pocket at the front, and then that would open. And I thought if I could work out some way of attaching those, they would be quite cool flippy bits to have. So if I let's take one of these random pages that has an edge on it. From one of these sets of papers. And then I need to work out, I think what I need to do is stick a strip of paper on there to cover that, and then attach this somehow to the strip of paper, sort of like that maybe, so that when this page opens we've got this. No, that would be the pocket. We'd have this flipping open, and then that would be a pocket at the back, whether it was a full pocket or a tuck or something. That's my thought. So I should really make another one of these, shouldn't I, so that you can see how it was done. Although I will link Carol's video below. So now I've got some of these that were printed with the edges as well, so I'm wondering if I could use that somehow. No, I think I'm definitely going to have to cut that down. So this one's the right size for this page. So I'm umming and ahhing about which way to do it and what I want to do. So I think the first thing I need to do is, if I get a strip. No, I can't do that because I need to work out. I'm sorry, I'm being very faffy. I need to work out exactly what you will see and what you won't see once this is on. So if that, I can't stick that directly on there because then that will happen. So I need to have something going over there. And if I have something going over there, would I then have this on this side? So then that would be stuck down there. So then that would, the reason I haven't stuck this down is in case I need to put something, some sort of paper in there to attach this as a flip. So that's why I haven't stuck that pocket down yet, which would probably have helped because I wouldn't keep opening it by mistake. So let's put I hope you're all well and happy today. I am really cold. I've got I'm not going to make this a moany video, don't worry. I woke up about 3 days ago. I'm looking for a paper clip so I can paper clip this closed so it doesn't keep opening in the wrong place. Right, yes, I woke up about 3 days ago and I don't know what I'd done, probably slept wrong. I've pulled a muscle in my neck, and usually that sort of thing has eased off by now, but it's taking its time getting better and it's beginning to annoy me. And even having a shower this morning I really found difficult. So that and being cold, I'm feeling a bit sorry for myself today. And I thought I'd come up here and do a bit of crafting. You know, crafting always makes you feel better. And now I'm faffing. Now what? I've got some music paper there, so I could use that to cover up. Right, come on, Karen, get your head in the game. What are we doing? So I can either have this on this page, and then it will flip there. And depending on how I... Oh, hang on. Right, so that would be a pocket. So I could put it back on that. I don't want to stick that down there as a pocket because that's nice writing space. But I could put a back on that, which is what Carol did on some of hers, to close this pocket. And then I could attach it there as a flip by covering that up. So then my page would look like that. And I'd have something on the back there, you know, like that, that would be the back of that pocket and attaching it to that page. And then that would flip that way with a pocket. It would open like that and there would be a pocket there. Or I could put it on this page, which is plainer, and then I could stick that down there as it is. So my pocket would be at the back there. This would open. I've got my pocket there, but then I still have this piece to cover here, and it won't, well, it will be flippy that way. It won't be the sort of flip that I had in mind. if I do it that way, is it going to be annoying staying closed? But you know, when you're opening the book, if that's stuck there, that's going to open, so that might be annoying. Now I have the same options on this side, just to thrill and delight everybody. With my faffing, I could pop it there, and I don't want to pop it there if it's not flipping, because I don't want to hide the little girl. But if I could put it on as a flip, then it would be nice to open it and see the little girl. And then that, so then I'd have a back on there with a pocket. That would lay there, it would open there, and it would have a pocket there. So I could do that. Then I could use whatever the back is on here to attach that and make it a flip. Or I could have it on this side. I'm sure once I've decided this once, it'll be easier with any others that I make. So I think I'm going to try and do that. So I'm going to, did I pull out any more of the hymn book pages? I can't remember now what I've had out and what I haven't. I did, but I think they all worded. Nope, there's a music-y one. So if I took a piece of this, so my idea now is to have a back on there like that. So that would be stuck on there as the back of the pocket. But this extra piece, or I would then have an extra piece attached here to cover that up. So shall we have a go at that? And I think I need to probably need to do this in 2 stages, because this is going to need another. Nope, I can use, I need to make a gusset to go down this side because there isn't one on here. So let's get some, what's on the back of this? We're not going to see that gusset, so we could use any paper. So let's find something that we can use. That's strip long enough. Yes. Oh dear, I feel like this is a real there's going to be a trial for you to watch today. So let's use up this piece, this border piece. So how much do I want as a gusset? Probably as much again. So let's try and get it straightish. We like a bit of straightish, and that should be enough about there. So if I fold that in half, these papers are from another set that was, I think it was from Antique Papery, which I'm pretty sure is a retired set, and I haven't used those in these journals, but I have quite a lot of those, you know, on the go as well. So where's my scissors? Let's cut a little. And I want that to come up to there. And then we're going to want a little V there. And I need to stick that on there. Where's my glue? I've jumped on quickly this morning because I don't know how much time I've got, and I really need to film some videos, and I want to film some videos. But this is always a really busy time of the year for me, for our family, and the last 2 days I've been trying to get up here to film, and for one reason or another, each day, you know, things have put glue on the wrong side. Yeah, each day something's happened and I've not been able to get up here. So today I've got an empty house, but I don't know for how long. So I thought, oh, I'll quickly go up and film something. And also I want to get these blooming journals done because I need to give them before the beginning of December. Not that I'm intending to take that long to do them, but yes, I've jumped up here, started the camera, and I really have no idea what I'm doing. So I do apologise. But right, now I want this to be the back of the pocket. But am I clever enough to make the back of the pocket and the attachment at the same time? Surely I am. Surely I could do that. Just because I put glue on the wrong places doesn't mean I'm silly. Right, let's get the height of that first. So that would need to come. I really can't be bothered to go and get me chopper out. So let's that needs to be roughly there. So let's take that piece off first. So what I'm thinking is, if I stuck that down there to cover that up, then that will have that then to the edge of the page. See if I can fold. Oh, oh dear. I'm trying to hold this and fold it without moving it. So that would be about there. And it would fold over. Well, if it was straight, it would fold over about there. But it's nowhere near straight. Is that better? Honestly, I've been doing so many day jobs, quotes, and thinking about gas and electric and cashback, and I feel like I've lost the ability to think about crafty things. Right, so that would be on there as a flap, and then if I then stuck this on, which I mustn't put down because I've already put glue on, I need to make sure I'm doing this right first. If I stuck that on there like that, that would be the back of that envelope and it would flip. So I think I'm all right. I think I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to stick this down first. Yeah, I'm going to stick that down first. If it's wrong, I just have to print out another page, won't I? It's not the end of the world. It's not like there's a shortage of digis in the world, and any pages that do go wrong, I can chop them up and use them for other things, so they won't go to waste either. So I really do not need to stress about these things. I bet you're all shouting at me, telling me I'm doing something completely wrong now as I'm doing this, but hey ho, I can't hear you. Right, so we have this on here. This is really not difficult, is it? I really am making a meal of this, and it is not difficult at all. So this is my page in my book. It will open like that. Open there. I have a flippy bit on there, But haha, oh, I nearly covered the little girl up. But that was only that blank piece of writing, wasn't it? And I know this looks wonky, but I think the actual print in the book, the hymn book, was wonky because there's a lot of pages like this that are still attached in the book. So I know it looks really bad, and I may well have not actually trimmed it straight there, cut it off completely straight, but this print is wonky when you look at the top edge of the page there and the way the music's going. You can see that there is slightly more of a gap here than there is here. Goodness me, I've been on here 20 minutes and I've stuck one piece of paper down. Right, so now this is going to be the back of my envelope. I'm going to trim the excess off afterwards because otherwise I just know I'll make a mistake. And this is not folded brilliantly. Carol was much better at folding hers so that you can see mine don't all match up, but I'm going with it because I kept unfolding it and refolding it and I just couldn't get it right. So I'm calling it good enough, even though it's not really. But who wants perfection, hey? Probably need some more glue on that now, won't I? That will have dried. So now, I hope I'm doing what I intended to do. That is going on that edge there. And it's sticking down and it's not quite on the edge. Of course, really, I would like to have stitched this, but I think that would just be a step too far, trying to work out where I need to stitch before I stick. Oh dear, I feel like I've done a hard day's work now. Right, so we have a back on that pocket, and then let's, do you know what I didn't do? Didn't put my little notch in. Or did I? No, I didn't. Right, so we need to notch it as well. And let's stick this pocket down. And then we can have a look and see how we're diddling. Oh, the heating's come on. Must be cold. Got your heating on yet? Seems to be like a bit of a competition going on this year. Who can hold off the longest before they put their heating on? Right, so let's carefully stick this down. Try not to make too much of a mess of that, and I'm trying to leave this to dry a bit before I take off that excess. Right, another slurp of tea. I've earned it. I'm just thinking, if I took that excess off there, should I stick that down there as an extra bit of reinforcement? Is it needed? I think I'll probably put something along there, some ribbon or lace or something. Right, let's trim this, or tear. I keep saying trim, don't I? And I mean tear. If I take that off, let's have a look and see what this looks like. Rather than just tearing that edge off, I could fold that over. That's a nice extra bit of interest, I think. I like all the treble and bass clefs running down that edge, and that encloses that edge of that pocket that I've just sealed up. I need to try and take a little bit more. Oh my goodness, I've stuck the blooming pages together now. That's going to be a very nibbly job to do that. That might have to be an actual trim it with the chopper job, although it's the same. Am I sticking my head in? That paper down there is actually the same height as the page, is the pocket that's a bit smaller. So right, I think I'm going to do that, but I am going to do a little bit of inking before I do that. I am going to have to go back and do some tricky inking, I think, on these, but I can only think about one thing at a time. As you can see, sometimes even that is a challenge. Right, let's leave that open. Let's pop that down. And I think that will be a quickie for today, because that was probably very painful to watch. Yeah, see, there's a white edge along there, so that will hide that white edge as well. Hopefully it won't interfere with the gussets doing their job of, you know, making the pockets big. Now, the only thing I haven't done, which I didn't think of, is line the pocket before I closed it. So I've got that stark white in there, which is probably going to annoy me, but I'll have to have a think about that and do something about that later. Well, I'm sorry about that. There was probably a really abrupt cut there. I do apologise. My daughter rang me right while I was in the middle of filming, and it's like half an hour later now. The sun's come out, so I'm not sure what the light's going to be like. But I have finished what I was doing, and I did say I was going to leave it there today because I feel like I'm really, really faffing. So I'll just show you how this has turned out, because I'm not sure where we actually got to. So this is my page. This is the flip that we've added on, and this is the back of the envelope. No, the back of the pocket. So we've got a pocket here at the front, a nice tall pocket that opens up. We can stick pictures in there, or you know, put paper for journaling or whatever. And then we've got a pocket at the back that's made from the music paper that we used to make the flip. So it worked out in the end. So I'm quite pleased with that. Thank you, Carol, for the idea. I will link Carol's video in the description for this one, so that you can go and see what she did. I don't think she faffed quite as much as me. Now, which way? Right, that way up. So this paper went in here like that. So now at least I've got one flip in one journal. So there's our pages going through. You can see all these pages are different sizes. I'm not worried about that. It's going to be that sort of affair in these journals, because I'm using up all of the things I already have printed out. So that's the page we've been working on. So yeah, it does flip open as you turn it. So I might put a paper clip there, you know, to hold that closed maybe, and then we'll have secret journaling in there then, and we have that. So I quite like how that's worked out. Now that I've done one, I think I will be able to do the others more simply. Well, let's hope so, because I shall want to make another 2, 4, 5, because I will want one in each half of each journal, and I've got 3 journals, so that's 6 altogether. So thank you for joining me today. I need to go now because I've run out of time. I'm sorry about the cut off in the middle there. I'm not sure what it's going to look like, but we'll just have to work with it. And I'll be back again, I don't know when, with another video for you all. So enjoy your crafty time. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.